Well, Federal Reserve officials expressing concern about rising inflation and weakness in the labour market. National correspondent Atra El-Nashar has a closer look at that as high tariffs are pushing retailers to make some tough calls.
A dreaded rise in prices fueled by President Trump's trade war is coming to Home Depot.
Obviously, tariff rates are significantly higher today than they were when we spoke in May.
Executives were confident they wouldn't have to raise prices, and if certain items did get more expensive, they just wouldn't carry them. In an earnings call Tuesday, the company says some categories will see price increases, but it won't be, in their words, broad-based. Walmart, Target, Nike, Macy's, and Best Buy executives also say they're raising some prices to help offset the cost of new tariffs.
And now our inflation is down to a perfect number, a beautiful number, hardly any at all.
In July, wholesale prices rose almost 1% in just 1 month and 3.3% over 12 months, far more than expected. It's usually a sign of what's to come for consumer prices. Newly released minutes from the Federal Reserve's latest meeting show a few participants observed that evidence so far suggested that foreign exporters were paying at most a modest part of the increased tariffs, implying that domestic businesses and consumers were predominantly bearing the tariff costs. The president staying the course with his tariffs, focused on the tax revenue they're generating.
You know, we're finding hundreds of billions of dollars of cash is pouring into our country now because of tariffs.
About $131 billion as of August 15th, according to Treasury data. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent estimates it could reach $300 billion by the end of this year, but said this about the president's idea of tariff rebate checks for Americans.
I think that we're going to bring down the deficit to GDP. We'll start paying down debt. And then at a point that can be used as an offset to the American people.
The president rejecting forecasts of tariff-related inflation and continues public pressure on Fed Chair Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. Powell's term ends in May, and we're now learning Trump's pool of potential replacements expanded to 11. Bessent will start meeting with them closer to Labor Day. In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar.